Come with me on a trip to Thorpe Park. Could this be the UK's Dollywood? I'm Dan Thomas, and today I'll be driving all the way from London to Staines, which is also near London. After entering the happiest place on earth and going through the turnstile and crossing the bridge to footage that definitely hadn't been shot later in the day after a water ride, you'll go through the dome, which seems to be a weirdly sparsely decorated seaside arcade, before exiting and seeing the first thing that looks like a theme park. This is a good time to push through the crowds and go all the way to the top end of the site to buy a fast track. These sell out quite quickly online and your options on the day are limited and expensive. But if you can stretch to some fast track options, do. It'll make a big difference to your day, as seen here on the Nemesis Inerno ride. Now, having recently gotten over my fear of roller coasters, I wanted to keep that up, and this was a great way of starting the day. And after a few loop-the-loops and walking past the KFC with sharks sticking out of it, there it is, it was time for the Saw ride. And based on the horror film of the same name, this has an over 90-degree drop, which makes it a firm favourite with roller coaster fans. On to the Black Mirror Labyrinth now, and after a long wait to get in, flashing lights and a spooky introduction give way to a mirror maze that you'll be happy to get out of. Moving on to the on-site Burger King now for burger, chips. Well, that was it was Burger King. It was time to head up to the Walking Dead ride, and again, you'll want your fast track. My absolute favourite though was this, the Swarm, which actually reminded me of one of the rides at Dollywood a few weeks ago. This one was great fun, and I'm so glad I can go on roller coasters now. Next up is the Tidal Wave. This one features a slow climb to the top of the hill before crashing down with a force that not only soaks everyone on the ride, but also anyone that happens to be watching. Wait for it, here it comes. So remember that footage from the start of the video? There we go. The last coaster for the day is the Stealth. Very simply launches you 200 feet into the air at 80 miles an hour and straight back down again. It's simple and gets straight to the point. It was at this point I decided to make my way towards the exit through the weird arcade for one last game of Minion Tipping Point before heading over the bridge with, yes, memories made. And that's my review of Thorpe Park. Tickets were £59 on the day or $37 in advance, and fast track tickets are £10 per ride to $120 for an unlimited fast track pass.